I just finished a Football Manager save I've been playing for 3 years, and let's go through my career. I suppose as a quick overview, I have won 69 trophies, I've come runner-up 10 times, and I think that one third place was when I came third in the Premier League one season. Now, I didn't realise the game only gave you the Hall of Fame view after you'd retired, so we're going to try and get through it as best as we can. As you can see, I am the top manager in the world. I have won 22 domestic divisions. I have won 21 domestic cups, 17 other cup trophies, and one international trophy. Yippee! And don't worry, I will be going through the other managers in separate videos. Let's start off with all the teams I managed, and then we'll go into the trophies I won. I'll be honest, ignore this. I don't know why that's there. For some reason, I ended up doing a side gig as a fitness coach, it seems. Must have been a glitch. But let's go. We started off in Pakistan, in Lyalpur, in the second division of Pakistan, and then we got promoted. We were there for about 7 years, this was so long ago, I didn't even remember I was there for 7 years. Went to Accrington Stanley for about 2 years. And I got them promoted at least once, and they were on the verge of promotion when I left. Went to Preston, did the same thing, got them promoted. Actually, no, we got them out of relegation and then got them on the verge of promotion. And then we went to Derby, where I have become a legend. We won multiple trophies there in my first 6-year stint, which again I thought was much longer. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was there for a very long time. This game is slow, I suppose. We then also had a one season as the England under-21s manager, just because I was like, you know what, under-19s manager, sorry. I was like, you know what, let me try and get an international trophy. And we won the under-19s Euros, so I have that one international trophy over everyone else, I think, on my list, or at least the top managers. Then from Derby, I was like, you know what, I've won the league, I've won the Champions League, I've won the Conference League, I've won the Europa League, I even won the Club World Cup. I was like, you know what, let me move on. So my challenge was I went to Newell's to be their manager, just because I love Bielsa in real life. So I thought I'd go to Newell's. I won one trophy there, we'll go into that later. But then Junium Dragons fired their manager, and if you don't know, I personally in real life love Junium Dragons. They are my Korean team. I support the team abroad that I support. They're in the second division of Korea at the moment. I was like, I have to go there for at least one season. And then that is when I discovered the Hall of Fame option. And I was like, I am so far behind. I think at the time Pep was the top manager. Well, he was top until I took over. I was like, I am so far behind him, and I'm not going to get enough points managing over here in Asia, unfortunately. So then Valencia had a job opening. I was like, you know what? Let me take it. Let me manage in Spain for a while. To be honest, I was expecting to finish my career at Valencia as well. And then Derby came crawling back. Their manager left. I believe he went to Barcelona. And they're like, hey, we need a manager, dude. Can you come in? And I was like, you know what? I love you guys. I'm coming back. Let me make Derby even better. At this point, they'd already renamed their stadium after me as well. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm coming. Actually, wait, no, I wasn't there for 6 years. I was there for, oh my God, that was 12 years. Sorry, I misread that. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. That was, no, 8 years. Sorry. Wow, okay. My maths is very bad. That's 12. That is 12. You know what? Ignore me. That I was there for 12 years, it seems, not 6. But anyway, yes, went back to Derby for one final run. My goal was basically to overtake Pep on top, and we did manage to do that. Now let's get into the trophies I won. I've had to put this in horizontal mode. I don't know how it's going to look in the final edit, but this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to be going through all the trophies I have won in the game. So we're starting off with Lyalpur, where we started. Unfortunately, there were only 2 clubs I never won any trophies, and it was Accrington and Preston. I'm a bit annoyed by that, but alas, this is how it's going to be. So at Lyalpur, we won the Challenge Cup, which is basically like Pakistan's FA Cup. We won that 5 times, very, very well. We didn't win it every time, which is good, obviously. When I was in Pakistan, the meta basically was high attacking pressing football and you'll basically win, and that's what I did. We won the PFF League, which is the second division. We just did that to get promoted into the first division, and then I won the first division 7 years in a row, and I think after I left they were just kept winning. The only trophies I couldn't win in Pakistan were the Asian intercontinental trophies, which is a shame. I really struggle. I got to the final, I think, of the equivalent of the Europa League, but then in the Champions League equivalent I just got decimated all the time, unfortunately. Then we move on to Derby. Like I mentioned, we didn't win any trophies at Accrington, Stanley and Preston. Derby, we won the Carabao Cup 7 times, which obviously, amazing. Love to see that. It was basically our trophy for the most part. We consistently won it. I won the Conference League once. That was very funny because I basically pulled a Tottenham that season. I finished 16th or 17th, but won the Conference League, and that's basically what kept me in the job. We won the Super Cup 6 times. Super Cup, I mostly played my second team, and that's kind of why we didn't win it as consistently as we should have, really. Same with the Community Shield. The Community Shield is kind of embarrassing, where I've won the Premier League so many times, as you can see above that, but I did not win the Community Shield very often. Wow, I've won the Premier League so many times, I need to move my camera, because we won the Premier League 11 times with Derby. So first one in 2038. Basically, the first time I was there, I mostly dominated with Derby, but there was a couple seasons where I didn't win, and then my second time round I just won it every season because we are built different by that point. Now, if we just move the camera back, we won the Conference League once, so the Europa League once. That was the year after we won the Conference League, and then we used that to get into the Champions League, although we won the Premier League for the first time that time too, so to be honest, we had that. We won a Euro/South America challenge, club challenge. Basically, that was the match I got for winning the Conference League, as opposed to having, like a Super Cup match, which is kind of interesting. We won that. We won the Champions League 6 times, only winning it, we actually won it 3 times in the first stint. I'm surprised by that, but there were large breaks between them. In our second stint, we did it 3 times in a row. I think only the second team to ever do that in real life. I mean, Ajax, the only team to have done it in real life. PSG have a chance to do that, I suppose. Then we won 5 FA Cups with Derby. FA Cup eluded me. Look at that. 10-year gap between the FA Cup wins for me. That was crazy. And then, like I said, we won 1 European Under-19s Championship with England. And then we won 1 Club World Cup with Derby. Again, this is FM24, so it is the old structure, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. It might have been the new one. No, I think it's the old structure. And then we'll go to the other teams I was with. With Newell's, we won the Copa Argentina, and then we won the Argentine Super Cup, which was nice. I really, like I mentioned, I love Bielsa, so I kind of wanted to at least win something for Newell's. I think at this point, Newell's hadn't won anything for about 12 years as of me taking over. Went to Junium Dragons, won the K-League once. Those are my boys. I love Junium Dragons. In real life as well. One of my dreams is to go and watch them live at least once. Hopefully that will be done in the near future. And then we'll talk about Valencia. Valencia was the club I thought I would retire at. I was building Valencia to basically take over Derby as the best team in the world. And then Derby were like, hey, will you please come back? And I was like, oh, I can't say no to Derby. But, we won the Spanish Cup 3 times. I think that was all 3 years I was there. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. We won the Super Cup twice, which I guess is, I don't think that's the Copa, I think that's the Copa del Rey. I can't remember what they call it in FM. I think that's the Copa del Rey. And then I won the La Liga. I won La Liga twice, which was nice, and I won the Champions League once with Valencia. And this was the one where I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to take over Derby as the best team in the world. And then Derby were like, please come back, sir. And I came back. So that was all of the trophies I won. Oh, I'm going to take a bit of a break from playing Football Manager just because I've played this for so long now. I want a break. I've got other games I want to play, and it's the summer. Apart from it raining right now, it's the summer. I want to enjoy the summer, but I will come back. I'm going to do a North Korea save, and there are going to be videos based off of the other managers here. Don't worry. Thanks for being along for the ride, guys.